everybody, Adam Levine here again. It's Sky Insurance Brokers. Just wanted to say hello. It is home buying season. So as the high fire specialist here at Sky, I just wanted to remind those who are buying homes, especially in the high fire areas, some things to look out for, some things to be aware of when you're looking at these homes and thinking potentially this could be your forever home or even an investment property. But I just wanted to remind you, now that it's fire season, or now that it's home buying season again, of what to look for. Homes in the high fire areas are what we consider the foothill communities, those that are not in city limits, not in Sacramento, for instance. They're not in the city of Chico, for instance. You're going to find more special problems with these homes than one that would be in the city. These homes that are classified high fire areas require a lot more underwriting by our various carriers, and we've reached a point of saturation by most of the carriers where it's become even more difficult to place these homes. So some of the things you might want to be aware of when you have found a home on Zillow or Redfin that you're really interested in and you've decided you want to take a look at it, when you're driving to the property, about 1,000 feet before the property's driveway, you're going to want to start looking on both sides of the road to see if maybe there's a fire hydrant. If you don't see one, drive past the driveway about another 1,000 feet. See if there's one on the other side. You're also going to want to maybe know where the nearest manned 24-hour and equipped fire station is. Is it less than 5 miles or greater than 5 miles? If the answer is greater than 5 miles and there's no hydrant, we're going to have a very high protection class, which is going to make it A, more expensive, and B, more difficult to place with a standard carrier. One of the other things I tell my clients to look for, especially when purchasing a new home, regardless of whether it's in the high fire areas or a standard home in the city, just as a consumer, you're going to want to ask yourself these 4 questions and then lay it upon the sellers or the seller's representative. How old is the roof? It might look great, might look newer, but do we know exactly what year it was installed? I've seen roofs that are 50-year roofs but are 29, 30 years old. Some carriers have a problem with roofs that are over 25 years old. So find out how old the roof is. Second, find out if the heat source is, for instance, an HVAC system. Find out how old it is. When was it last installed? As an example, my home is 24 years old. 17 years after it was built, we needed a brand new one. Ours up and died on us. It cost us $18,000. So just as a consumer, you're going to want to know this regardless of where the home is located, because you're going to want to know if you're going to have to shell out $18,000 5 years from now, or if somebody else has done it for you already recently. Ask yourself, or ask the sellers, what kind of updates have you done here? The house is beautiful, but what did you actually do besides flooring and maybe change the countertops? Have you replaced any electrical outlets or any lighting fixtures? Ask that. And finally, water or plumbing updates. The most common plumbing update you see, besides, again, the standard remodel and replacing bathroom fixtures and kitchen fixtures, is usually a water heater. Did they replace the water heater with a traditional round water heater, or have they replaced it with a tankless water heater? Regardless, find out how old that water heater is. If they aren't aware of it, in other words, if the sellers don't know how old the water heater is, it's usually an inspection sticker on the side of the water heater, because it had to be signed off by permit in order to be installed, unless it was a do-it-yourselfer. So generally, you can find an inspection sticker on the side that will tell you what year it was installed. That's a year we can say we had a partial plumbing update. To conclude here, some of the things to look for when purchasing a home, especially in the high fire areas, are: what are the locations of the nearest hydrant? What is the location of the nearest manned 24-hour and equipped fire station? Updates to the roof, heat, electrical, and plumbing. If you know these things, regardless of whether it's high fire or not, you're going to be in a better position as a consumer to know what you've got to plan for your home, for major systems. As always, if you have questions about a home or questions about eligibility, feel free to give us a call. We're always here and always available to answer your questions. Again, Adam Levine with Sky Insurance Brokers. May you have a happy 2023.